All right. So, as we all know, this is a bit of a tie-in. Oh, by the way, we'll say hello to YouTube. I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube as it is going to be, I guess, technically, what is it called? In canon.
Canon?
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's canon.
This is canon. This is canon. All right. So what's up, YouTube? How are you? Welcome back to Nat One Fun. Yes, it's a little bit different right now, but it will change even more coming in the future. Obviously, you can see my new background. Things have changed, but more to come in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. This is just a little one-shot that we're running because I, have not been able to set up everything that I would like to make sure that you guys are getting the quality that you well deserve for watching. But I would say that it's mostly because I have not yet worked on the game prep for what is to come when we return back to their actual characters. So what I was able to do though, within the last couple hours, was write up a short one-shot to basically pick up kind of where we left off, but in another perspective, per se.
Thought that's what was gonna happen.
Hey, great. Don't fall in love with these characters, guys.
It's too late.
Oh no.
I love my character and he's gonna die.
Yep.
So, that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's episode, this one shot. This episode is brought to you by Die Hard Dice. We are still affiliated with them, even though I have not been here for the last couple months. They graciously have kept the awesome help and assistance that they've given us over the last few months. And I wanted to thank not only them, but our store for the subscription. Thank you very much. That's 9 months. That's a dragon for you as well. The 9-month dragon. And Hoopla. Many happy returns of the day. How fortuitous that my 6 months harkens the return of Dan. Thank you very much, Hoopla. Hoopla and Arth and Shiny all coming in with their subs. Thank you very much. Very much for the support. Speaking of support, like I said, Die Hard Dice, guys, go check them out. You can use code NAT1FUN to save 10% off of your purchase anywhere on the website, so go ahead and take advantage of that if you haven't already. Alright guys, let's get into this. I know we're a little bit late, but we're running in one shot. I don't plan to run this for like 10 hours. So
what?
Yeah, it's not a 10-hour one shot. This is mostly just a hey, let's do something on Saturday one shot. Alright, let me start off by reading you guys a little preamble. Let me change the music though.
Wrote an essay in the span of 2 hours.
It's only 2 pages long. Let's see. Let's go with ambience, or ambiance, if you will.
I will.
Oh, okay, good then.
In fact, I will.
By the way, we are using all our music from our YouTube. You can check out our YouTube. We have tons of free music you can use there. And it was all custom made for our campaign, which is really cool. And of course, you can use it to your own delight. So, as I said, this one shot is called Under Siege. I hope you guys enjoy. We pick up as you wick the sweat from your brow. The sound of mining picks can be heard echoing up the tunnels from below as you finish up for the day. You set down your equipment and make your way to the foreman's building. A ramshackle wooden structure, pieces of boards jutting out in places, and not a single window to be had. You always hated how Foreman Everbrew never leaves his office and leaves all the work to you. But you make do. What a cush life that must be, especially in the times you live in now. What with the everlasting nighttime, and the harshest of winters blowing through with no end in sight and only getting worse day by day. You enter the shack, and you see the single lit bowl of what looks like whale oil lighting his beard, creating a soft orange glow against his long, braided, already ginger beard. You begrudgingly take your week's pay from his desk as he waves you away without ever looking up from his ledger. You know just the place to go at a time like this. Well, it's because you do this all the time. Just like on every workday's end, it's time to head to Jenny's and meet up with your friends. Jenny is basically the mother to all the miners here in Lonelywood. An older human woman who long ago lost her husband to a cave-in while mining. She's basically dedicated her life now to serving all those who have worked alongside her husband during these times, and has continued doing so for the past few decades. You know, plus she makes a mean knucklehead stew. You all start to arrive one by one, shaking off the snow from your shoes and your coat as you make your way into the converted cottage. She welcomes you in one at a time, taking your coat, placing it on its hanger, your hanger, of course, the one you specifically always use. And you start to wave each other down. You see everybody here that you've worked with for the past however many years you've been here. And it's a welcoming place. It's almost like a tavern, but more along the lines of coming home to a big family. You guys start to see each other. Who would be the first one in there? Or who wants to be?
I'll be the first one in there.
Okay. So, Ray, you go inside and have a seat. When you have a seat, what do you look like? Remember, you are just a civilian at this point, a minor.
Laura has blonde hair, dark blonde hair that I tie up just to keep it as clean as possible while in the mines, knowing that's ridiculous, but still, her eyes are silver, which is off-putting for some, but it's just something she gets with her elf heritage. She isn't half-elf. She's tall, slender, but looks like but her face constantly has that look of she has a secret and she's not going to tell you. That little, like, that's just how her face
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So I would walk in, probably I would hug Jenny
Mm-hmm.
if she accepts the hug, and then I would go to my normal spot and sit down, start to put my feet up on the table, realize that that's not allowed, like, just remember it, and then put my feet down and, like, lean back in the chair and wait for the rest of my crew basically to come in.
Yeah, sure. Jenny will take your coat, and you give her a complimentary hug as you do. You have to kind of bend down, as she's only like 5'5" in her old age. She has a slight arch to her back, and you give her a nice like grandma hug. But she kind of just gives you a nice wave over to the table that you've always taken for the past few years, and you wait on the next person to enter. Who's the next person coming in?
I'll come in.
Okay. Brad? What do you look like?
You'll see a 6'3", pretty jacked tiefling walk in. Sweat still drying on his arms and down his forehead, but when he's in the mines, he usually takes his shirt off because it gets so hot in there. But he's covered in his fur now as he walks in. Long white horns that curl down and black hair. And, he kind of always looks pissed off, even when he's in a good mood. It's just that pissed off look that he has.
Yeah.
But he'll even talk to you like he's your friend, and you'll be like, are you mad at me or something? But,
he's got a certain demeanor. For sure. Real quick, Jolly Green, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. 8 months now. That's crazy.
let's go, Jolly.
And
he'll just walk in.
Beefcake, like walking in.
Mm-hmm.
What color's your skin? For tiefling?
Oh, he's dark red.
Dark red.
Mm-hmm. And he'll just meander in right behind and take a table. Probably
Very
wave
cool.
at Jenny.
Yep. Jenny sees you come in. You set your coat along the coat rack that she has ever so nicely given all the workers here, and you make your way inside. You see Laura on at the table, and she kind of waves you down.
Laura, how are you today?
Oh, I'm all right today. Almost got blown up, but that's fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
You know, someday I'm going to get you to crack a smile. It's going to happen.
Sure it will.
Don't worry. Just, you're fine.
As you guys kind of sit there and converse a little bit, the next person walks in, covered in snow. Who is it?
Is it weird if we come together at the same time?
No, go for it.
Are you down with that, Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually best.
Okay. The door swings open and two silhouettes kind of stand outside of it.
Go ahead, Trey.
Okay, you see a squat, sort of pulled in tight, huddling dwarf, thick cloth sort of wrapped around the face to protect from the cold, where this sort of heavy, sort of thick spots of beard poke through some of the coverings of the mask, peeking down under where the long edge, the tip of the beard at the far long end of it has frozen solid completely. And he just looks sort of like a befuddled, very elderly dwarf, wearing thick furs, and he's just shivering as he walks in.
Coming in right next to him, there's a average height, 5'6", human, fairly scrawny female. She is kind of, her coat and her winter gear are just a little bit too big for her. So she kind of fumbles with it as she tries to push back her hood and pull off her gloves. But immediately afterwards, she'll have like a book that she pulls out and is kind of walking, letting her companion actually lead her to the usual spot. But her hair is very short, dark brown, extremely curly, so it kind of stands up, framing her face. She's got green eyes, spectacles that are super round, and they have like little like magnifying glasses and things that kind of swivel down into place when she needs them. Other than that, that's it.
Okay. You see, as sorry, I just wrote her name like 10 minutes ago, so I'm just trying to remember.
Her name is Isolde.
Okay.
Isolde.
Yeah, let's get all your names. I guess I didn't get that. What's I got Laura. Brad, what was yours?
Broly.
Burley.
Broly.
Broly.
B-R-O-L-L-Y.
TBZ. Now I know who you made it after. All right, Allie.
Isolde.
How do you spell it?
Isolde.
Isolde. And then Trey.
Galdron, Galdron.
Excellent. So we have Laura, Broly, Isolde, and Galdron. Perfect. All right. And then, walking up to you, Jenny comes up to you, Galdron, and both of you, not necessarily her being your younger, of course, but in your dwarven years, you have many, many, many over her. She still looks your elder, and she kind of comes over to you and starts to have a small conversation about your day, kind of sharing in the likelihood that you kind of have similar interests, being as old as she is. And Allie, Isolde, and Galdron, she kind of leads you over to the table, and as she does, she kind of leans over the table and says, "Rough day."
As much as any.
Long day.
Always a rough day here.
At least it's payday.
True, but there's not much to do with it.
That is fair.
You could always spend your coin here.
As we always do.
She goes, the usual for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Right then. She steps off and she goes to start to go behind what looks to be like a converted kitchen. It's just her kitchen. But she pulls open one of the cabinets that she has kind of situated above one of the desks there. And in the cabinet is a converted, it like basically is a cask within the cabinet. And she kind of starts to pour a bit of ale. It's mead, of course, that you have been receiving from Good Mead for many, many years. But she warms it up over a small stove fire and gives you a nice warm cup of mead to soothe your soul after a hard day's work. As you guys hang out here for a little bit, she comes over, brings your drinks, and you guys converse about, you know, your daily lives. What, you know, what has been going on recently with you and these mines here in Lonelywood. You guys kind of
Like the
know
same old thing.
the area, you know what I mean?
Do we know what? Do we mine coal? Are we mining other?
You mine, so you guys are close to Termalaine. You don't have necessarily the output that Termalaine has. Termalaine has the amazing, like, beautiful gemstones and everything like that really light up the sky. Unfortunately, Lonelywood is famous for their wooded area that they have around us. Around you. So you're really just known for your thank you for the 500 bits. You're really just known for your wood output. Like you guys like have a lot of lumberjacks and people who gather wood for all of 10 towns. That's your main trade. But you guys work for the mining company, and the mining company around here works for one, natural coal, like that you can burn, and then two is you do have some bits of like gem trade, but most of anything you find will be taken and sold in Termalaine. So it's not as big of a moneymaker as you would think. And that's why you guys get paid the way you do. The foreman takes most of the money, and you guys kind of just get the trickle down. You guys are hard workers, essentially. And as you guys converse just a little bit more, you begin to commiserate about all your daily lives and what the goings on in your town. As you do, the door to the cottage swings open with abandon, and a robed individual walks in. Not the robes you would see in these harsh winters, but more along the lines of a robe you would see on a sage or a priest. The creature lifts up their hood, and you see an unfamiliar woman with feathers that kind of come around her neck in a wreath. You see a tiefling with short horns that bend backwards from the side of her head, and a look of concern on her face. Unlike the tieflings that you know, this tiefling has the skin color of snow and a large staff to her side that looks to be made entirely of ice. The whole room goes quiet as she scans the area. The sound of ice and snow and the wind blowing in from the door. As she scans the area, she's looking over everyone as if searching for someone or something. Jenny kind of walks over to the door and shuts it behind her, and very calmly kind of approaches her and says, "Is there someone you're looking for?" Without saying a word, she takes her hand and places it on Jenny's shoulder and shoves her off to the side, causing her to fall against some nearby sacks of burlap full of provisions.
That's rather rude.
I am up and running to to go help Jenny.
Okay.
There's no need to shove anyone.
She
You're
kind of
right.
she looks down her nose at you as you pick up Jenny from the ground, and the room seems to tense up as she sees your group that seems to be like very protective and concerned about Jenny. She kind of situates her coat, and then she looks over to your group and she points at you. And she says, "You there, you four. You'll do just fine. Come with me if you want to protect this place you call home."
What's the meaning of all this?
You can see her, she's like looking around as if not quite taken by like these quaint surroundings that you guys are in. She says, "I will tell you more. Time is of the essence. Follow me."
I think you owe this lady an apology.
In due time. And she just walks out.
The hell was she on about?
I don't know. Are we going to follow?
I'm a little curious.
I would like to do something other than mine.
And I've been
She
dying
pokes
to
it.
try out my new inventions.
She pokes her head back inside. "Would you hurry up? Follow me."
Okay.
I
try to-
up and go, but I do not hurry.
Yeah, you kind of make sure Jenny is okay. She's like, I'm fine.
I'll just grumble to myself. Nothing good can come of this. And then I'll sort of waddle over.
Probably not.
You hear the sound of like crunching snow beneath her feet as she walks out of the front door, and you begin to follow. You follow her out into the cold as you look upon the town of Lonelywood. You all know Lonelywood. You've been here for years and years and years. Some of you decades upon decades. And you see the tree lines around Lonelywood, and to the west of the large frozen lake. But to the east, the large kind of wooded area, you know, of course, as the Lonely Woods themselves, as the big moneymaker here, the largest bit of trade you'll find in Icewind, especially in these trying times. She turns to you as you all kind of begin to like gather, some of you in a hurry, some of you not, and eventually kind of line up in front of her. And she kind of begins to look you up and down.
What is this all about?
Yeah, what is going on?
Also, let's start from the beginning. Hello, my name is Laura. You are?
Give me a second. I know her name. I just want to make sure. Okay. She looks at you and she says, "It is not of your concern, but if it is a must, my name is Avarice. It is nice to meet your acquaintance. But that is neither here nor there." And she kind of looks you up and down and she says, "This won't do." She kind of looks up into the air and she holds her staff out to her side. And like her hair, like the hood lifts from her head. The feathers on her chest begin to move and her hair begins to blow in the wind. And she lifts like a few inches off the ground as she begins to float in front of you. And she says something like under her breath. Who here has the best passive perception?
Probably me.
Mine's
What's that?
pretty good too.
15.
Who has the best?
I
Ray.
took the observant feat.
Oh.
Mine's 17.
Okay.
20, excuse me. Mine's 20.
Okay.
Mine's
So
9.
yeah. So both
Brad.
yep, both Isolde and Laura, you can both hear and kind of read her lips as she begins to talk under her breath. And the first thing you hear is, Levistus, grant these peasants your power for but a moment. There is still much to be done. And as she says that, her eyes alight with like a bluish white energy. And her arm, almost as if like against her will, begins to shake and point at you. And as she does, you begin to feel like the hair on your arms begin to stand up from within your coat. And as you guys are standing there, you suddenly start to feel very strange. And as this happens, this whole scene of magic and you start to see like a bluish white mist emanate from her staff and surround you almost in a tornado-like fashion. And each of you having your own small tornado covering your body, the snow coming up from the ground in like a powdery dust floating around each one of your bodies at this point. And as you like kind of turn and look in different directions and try to look outside of it, you try to like touch the outside and it's freezing cold. You begin to start to see and feel change within you. Laura, you start to feel more roguish. You start to feel almost conniving. You feel battle within your heart. You feel almost like an unending want to fulfill a purpose. And suddenly you start to see these daggers made of ice begin to form on your waist. And your clothing, the strange, I'm sorry, the like coat that you were wearing begins to form itself into a hardened ice-like leather carapace upon you. Broly, as you're standing there, the ice kind of takes over, and that hatred, or not hatred, but just like the ill-tempered manners within you begin to really crop up. You feel that inner rage within your chest begin to build. Your muscles begin to like bulge, and you feel a bit of change. Now, what weapon were you using on your D&D Beyond?
A great axe.
So your pickaxe that was lining your back, it begins to ice over completely, and then elongate in form, continuing its ice structure into this gigantic ice axe. The need for like battle consumes you. Allie, you begin to feel yourself like hundreds of thousands of equations going through your head. You feel like you have just discovered, or you've had like an epiphany of how to create, how to make things, almost as if you had discovered a font of knowledge, and suddenly you begin to feel ice begin to form on your hand, and in your left hand, ice begins to start at your forearm and then continue up your hand and freezes your hand in place, and then elongates until along your hand you see what looks to be, well, you don't know exactly what it is, but what looks to be like some type of ice-formed firearm that is attached to your arm.
That's badass.
I have a mini that looks like this.
You attempt to like shake it off in fright, but then like again, like a font of knowledge just hits you, and you start to think of the possibilities. Galdrin, the ice begins to form on your beard, and the bottom of your beard being frozen already, it continues to freeze up until it completely freezes onto your face, and what used to be hair turns into a crystallized blue ice beard.
That's hard.
That's awesome.
But strangely enough, it is still able to like shift and move very slowly. You hear like the sounds of like cracking crystals as you kind of look around and move. What was your weapon of choice?
It was a warhammer.
So your pickaxe and your tools along your waistband. Your pickaxe stays, but the tools along your waistband, one of the tools was a large mallet that you could use to break and chisel anything if needed. The mallet itself begins to grow in that ice-like structure that your beard is made out of. And suddenly, eventually, you look down and you are carrying a large ice-like mallet. This war mace along your waist. Your armor begins to like stack upon itself. What armor did you end up going with?
Scale mail.
So the scale mail begins to like form at your shoulders and then crinkle across your skin until it forms upon itself from shoulder to shoulder and then move down towards your stomach. And as you look down, you see this ice-like structure on your body. It's almost like a dark, dark blue. And you like kind of move yourself, and it allows movement, but you still feel like extremely rigid in its make. And suddenly, as you all kind of come into your new beings, your new selves, the snow that was encircling you for a moment, begins to dissipate and finally disappear from around you. As you all didn't realize before, but you were floating each about a foot off the ground, and you drop to the ground with a thud. Each of you kind of looking around now, looking at yourselves. You can see each other, your long friends that you've known for years and years. And you look into each other's eyes, and each one of your eyes has a bit of a blue glow to it. And it's a strange, strange feeling inside of you. Almost like you're not the only one in your head.
This is fantastic. How did you do this?
She lowers to the ground as the spell or whatever incantation or whatever she was doing ends. She takes her staff and places it under your chin and uses it to raise you off the ground, Isolde.
She stands up.
And she takes her staff and knocks it against the weapon that is attached to your arm now. And she says, "A gift."
But what for?
For the coming times. She looks at the rest of you. Stand, now.
I'll stand up. Feeling less of the age on my bones and muscles.
For sure, 100%. You notice that she is kind of like paying attention to you, but you also notice that she is always keeping an eye above you all and beyond. Kind of making sure she's keeping an eye out around her. And as she... Oh, go ahead.
What are you looking for?
She says, "The time has come for you to show your worth." She goes, "I am not done with 10 towns." And it doesn't make sense what she says. It's really kind of left to your own interpretations or your character's interpretations of what that means. But as she does, she says, "It is now up to you to protect it here in Lonelywood. I must go and warn the other towns of the oncoming danger. Good luck. You're going to need every last ounce of it." As you look upon her, a large tear in reality opens up directly in front of you. As she looks at you, she tilts her head and steps through. As the tear
That is amazing.
disappears.
Can I counterspell that?
You can counterspell it. I step on her face. Shout out to Seth right there. Shout out.
Oh, good old Seth.
All right.
That was a great moment.
Such a good moment.
All right. So as the rift closes, you all look at each other. It's an uneasy feeling. It feels, of course, wonderful. You've never felt this good in your entire life physically. And you feel like you could take on the world at this point. But you know that it has come at a cost. As you look into each other's eyes, that blue glow remains. And you have some thinking to do for just a moment before all of a sudden you hear movement to the east. As you look, you see the town militia is scrambling kind of like back and forth through Lonelywood. One of the watchtowers that looks over the woods, you see one guy is just waving his arms kind of frantically, being the one that yelled. He points out towards the wood line. And as you look out as far as you can see through the darkness and the light snowfall, you hear what sounds like a low rumble coming through the thicket of trees. I need each of you guys to roll a perception check.
Okay.
God damn it, Ray.
What? Y'all don't
My
know
perception.
nothing.
Yep, perception.
15.
I get a -1 to perception.
Excellent. That's good. That's good.
So 17.
Oh, damn. Not 18
That was
then.
good.
Okay, so what Ray, what'd you get?
30,
20.
33, okay. Ray
Okay.
sees through time and space. Brad,
17.
17, Allie,
15.
15, 1-5?
Yes.
Okay.
1-5.
And Trey.
I got a 24.
Holy crap.
Oh.
So, with your newfound abilities,
We all immediately know
you
what it is.
discover that not only has your physical self been bolstered, but your eyes, your ears, your reflexes, everything feels tenfold. And as you look out towards the rumble in the thicket, every one of you, apparently, can hear what sounds like hooves stomping the ground and moving closer, almost as if a giant herd is coming your way. Now, you can't tell if it's an earthquake, possibly a far-off avalanche from Kelvin's cairn. But suddenly, as you're looking out towards the area, a few guards slowly were moving up to the edge of the thicket with bows kind of like at the ready. And you see those two guards suddenly whoof, coming up over a large snowbank right at the thicket. A large herd of elk jump out from the snowbank, bounding over them, crushing the two individuals that were looking at them, or looking in that direction. A large herd starts to run through Lonelywood, but they don't seem to be like aiming for you. They seem to be running around you, almost as if accidentally crushing those two people that were there in front of the area. They seem to be like making a large circle around you and continuing on past you.
I wonder what's chasing them.
Yeah, they're running from something.
Nothing good.
All right.
Should we help?
My instinct wants me to run
The elk?
towards that.
100% we would run towards that.
Yeah, so as the elk are coming towards you all, you run through the elk. And the elk seem to be doing their part to try and dodge in and out of you as you, like, gather your wits and start heading in the direction. You see the mangled bodies of the two individuals that were trying to figure out what the noise was to begin with. And as you look into the forest being completely dead, by the way. It's the dead of winter. You know this. These trees don't have any leaves on them. Just think of a large dead thicket in front of you. And, of course, the snow covering about half of the trees themselves. You look out into the distance, and they are definitely running from something. And just as you attempt to figure out what it is, you begin to see what was making that large rumbling noise. A large regiment of Duergar running towards the town, and what looks to be a large, furry creature being held by bulky black chains directly behind them. The sound of the town's warning horn goes off as the Duergar close in. You see people starting to run around in a panic, people trying to get inside of their homes. And we'll go ahead and take a small little break here before we get started.
Let's go.
Oh, what a good start, Dan.
I know.
I don't want this character to die.
Just the new campaign.
It's a new campaign.
There are less characters just completely die.
Eventually, these characters will meet up with the other characters, and then we'll
I
have.
was actually just thinking that we'd have a giant party, and we
Yeah,
have to
you know,
roll
like-
play 2 people.
Well, considering these characters are not maybe the most chaotic good now, or lawful good, it might be a less of a party and more of a throwdown. All right, we'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you say that like it's a bad thing.
Broly and Olanu.
Throwing down. Thank you guys for joining us. Loli, thank you for joining us. You can always catch up during the break if you'd like by just clicking videos underneath, and you can watch from the start or even catch up like with just what we were talking about 2 seconds ago. But until then, we'll be right back, guys. Let me see if I have the source for that.
I just saw your magic girl transformation.
Oh, did you like that?
You know that?
I want you all to know, Magic Girl transformation is on the spreadsheet. Is on the thing I wrote up. I'm not lying. I'm trying to figure out how here we go. Hold on.
Just spinning in the air.
Guys.
Yeah. keying into specific parts that get changed.
The beard
And then we
coming
all
up.
end like this.
Hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on. It's coming.
Sailor Moon.
I have to prove it.
Also,
Here it is.
Hoopla, while we're at it, no, you cannot have the print behind me, but I thank you for asking.
Yeah, she already promised it to me.
Nah, that one's mine.
There you go. What does that say?
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
I wasn't kidding. All right. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you here in a little bit.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh,
That nerd shirt he has on. He has all the factions of Waterdeep.
Don't hate.
Oh, you can still hear me? I didn't know you could still hear me.
The lights look really cool in his room. Oh God, but that chair
I know.
is probably in pain.
Little fold-out chair. I hope he has a pillow on it.
I know. We bought some when we were furnitureless, waiting for our stuff to arrive, and I didn't realize those things were so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of those chairs for when we play D&D out here in my living room, and it's not great.
No.
I need a new chair for my desk too. This one's all.
Oh, this chair is, I think, like 6 or 7 years old, and the fake leather that's on it is peeling up, which is why there's a car seat cover on it.
Car seat cover.
And then I have because the padding in the chair part is not the best. There's actually a foam cushion tucked in on the chair part to make it more comfortable, just underneath the car seat cushion or cover.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It
One of
still
these-
functions.
One of these days, Allie, we're gonna play Baldur's Gate. One of these days.
Yes. I have like my gaming computer in here. I'm ready.
We can play it with Dan.
Oh yeah.
I will be getting a PC soon.
Oh hell.
Yay!
That's my next upgrade.
I have to figure out how infusions work. I'm still a little hazy on it.
I'm glad I've played a barbarian before, because this shouldn't be too much of a difference between
That's
ancestral
the main
guardians.
reason I picked a rogue.
That's
Like,
fair.
oh, let's not learn anything new right now. Let's just make one that we know.
It doesn't say that it takes any time to do, so I'm assuming I can just give you guys bonuses.
You do it as part of a long rest. So I don't know how.
Will work this time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whenever you finish a long rest. But
Oh darn. Okay.
if that's the case, then I have no spells prepared and no spell slots. I'm assuming he's gonna. I don't know.
As part of the magic girl
Yeah.
transformation, maybe.
We also feel very rested. Oh, I should probably grab a drink while we're on break, huh? Instead of waiting for Dan to come back.
Yeah.
Ah, true. So I don't have armor, so I'm gonna get
Yeah.
the shit kicked out of me.
Well, necessarily.
Yeah, my AC is
What's
14.
your-
Because Olanu also doesn't have
Yeah, Alana doesn't wear armor. She just has a shit ton of hit points.
barbarians wear.
I've got 60 HP. We should be okay.
I think I can.
Depending on how many Duragari's
Depending
thrown
if
at us.
he'll let me do it, I might be able to give you bonus with your weapon, and then help increase someone's AC. If he lets me do it.
I don't let anybody do nothing.
Ah.
You look good, Dan.
Thanks, dude.
Did you lose some weight?
No. I wish.
Moving is not the time to do that.
Yeah, we've been eating out like way too much.
Dang, you haven't even been inviting me? I'm just kidding.
Inviting you to our empty home while we get food delivered to us.
Yeah.
You can sit on the floor. We only have enough chairs for us.
I'll bring one of my folding metal chairs.
That's what we sit in. That's what we use. We have folding metal chairs. Look, this is what I'm sitting in right now. This is my
Yeah,
computer
me and
chair.
Allie were talking. Me and
Yeah.
Allie were talking shit about you earlier.
I feel so sorry for your backside.
Yeah, it's rough.
Buys a $5,000 setup, doesn't get a chair.
Sits in a black fold-out chair.
Has one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend another like what 200 on another chair. However much I spent. What'd you guys think of the intro?
I dig it.
I liked it a lot.
I can't believe you're gonna kill these characters at the end of this.
No. I had a question actually.
Yeah.
Because I have infusions.
Yeah.
Can I use them now?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like I had to do it like on a long rest or if it was something I could do like instantly.
Take advantage of this as the rules don't necessarily apply to what, you know, something might say like do this at the start of the day or do this, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is your opportunity to show out what your character can do.
As part of your magical girl transformation.
Yep.
You suddenly can use
In
things.
my magical girl transformation, did I get my short bow and rapier too? Or just
You did.
daggers? Okay, cool.
Sweet. There is a revolver attached to the end of my hand if anyone is curious.
And I got my +2 bracers.
Sure did. You got your +2 bracers. You got your gauntlets of ogre strength.
Belt of
we didn't get any
Hildrine
of that stuff.
strength.
Yep.
Cloak of invisibility.
Yeah. Just everything. All right. I mean, you guys are good to go?
Yep.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
I'm always good to go.
So, as I was saying, like I said, this is a shortened game. This is not expected to go more than maybe like 30 minutes to an hour more. But we'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
It all depends on how you guys handle combat. So, I mean,
What if we just die immediately?
that's
Well,
it.
then it's real short.
Good game.
GG. GG.
All right.
You must protect these lands.
I just get slaughtered.
Bleh. Flattened. Dude, you all passed the perception check for the elks. They were supposed to run over you like those two guys.
I rolled a natty 17, so.
Yeah, we had a 17, 18, 340, and like a regular roll.
Yeah. It was 10 plus 5 for mine.
Yep, there you go.
There's so many -1s on my sheet. It's ridiculous.
Since you rolled horribly.
He did roll.
It's fine. He's a
Yeah.
barbarian. It's fine. He just needs strength. Whoa, carrot!
Carrot.
Barbaric carrot.
What the
Carrot.
freak?
Yay.
Thank you.
Carrot with the 5 tier 1 gift bombs. Girl, what? Well, congratulations, Petroza. Falcon Wolf coming back. Doom Loli, Overlord, and Loch Ness.
Got gifted.
Subs, the heavy supporters of the stream, all of them.
All of them, yep.
Yep.
All heavy supporters. Thank you very much, Carrot. Jeez. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for the support. Everybody that's given to the stream today, thank you all for the support. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy to be back. Guys, don't forget, I'm coming back in full force within like the next couple weeks. So keep an eye out. I will be streaming Monday through Saturday, essentially. Like 6, 7, 8 hours a day.
Nice.
All right, so yes, that's literally how I'm paying for daycare. So, thank you.
I can come babysit.
There you go.
I won't do a good job.
I won't pay you what I'm paying them. I'll tell you that.
You don't have to pay me.
Shit. Hoopla.
You're paying us with this experience.
Thank you, Hoopla. Yeah, seriously, Barbaric Carrot, that was so sweet. Thank you very much for all those gift subs. As we jump back into it, ladies and gentlemen.
And thank you for the follow, Petrosa.
Yes, very much. So, oh, what the hell is this? Get out of here, window capture. Go away. It wouldn't be a Bumblebee stream without technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. All right, so jumping back into where we were. Last we left off, I guess, right?
Yes.
You heard the sounds of rumbling over the hills as a large group of elk jump over a large snowbank just outside of the Lonely Woods. They charge past you, and you charge into them. Realizing that they're being chased by something, you look over the hills, and you see a large regiment of Duragar and something that looks large and furry behind them, charging the town. With a couple of your perceptions, you know who you are. You can see out into the distance a little bit better. You gather that just this front-facing regiment, the one that is like directly in front of you, making their way through the Lonely Wood right now, there's about 30 Duragar.
Oh.
And on top of that, that large creature that was chasing behind them is trampling down trees as it goes through them. Unfortunately, with the trees in the way, the snow, and the darkness, you're still unable to see what it is, but you see trees falling and clambering right in front of it as it charges towards you all. Petrosa, you are new here. This is a bit of a one-shot adventure that is a branching path to currently where their main adventurers are. Their main adventurers are on the other side of the world right now, but there is still stuff going down where they came from. No, don't worry about it, Petrosa. You're good.
How far?
Very happy to have you.
They are all about 100 feet off right now. And charging in fast.
She kind of looks around. I think I can make your stuff stronger. She just kind of she'll touch the weapon for I can't remember your character's name.
Broly, Galdron.
Broly. Broly, and it becomes yes. And it becomes a magic weapon or magic weapon. And then
Nice.
Brad, she touches your weapon, and when she does, that ice that of course formed it originally begins to emit like a white mist off of it.
Ooh.
and she'll
It's +1, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe it is +1.
I think it is a +1.
That's your initial infusion, at least.
She's kind of looking between. I can make armor better as well. Who needs it more? Looking between Laura and Trey.
I'll Galdron. I'll look over at Laura and say, "She's got more years ahead of her. Give it to her."
Okay. She'll touch
I have more, yes.
That's
But anyway,
sweet.
the shoulder of her armor and give her the bonus to the AC.
Okay. Your armor, as she touches it, grows spikes out of it. Like icicle spikes.
is it basically studded leather?
It's studded leather, yeah. But it is +1, I believe, as well.
I'll just pull my axe off my back. Thank you.
Broly, you hold your axe in your hands and you like squeeze it, making like that leathery sound of like hands going across the handle. And you look out into the oncoming horde that is making their way. The sound of like rumbling starts to bleed into the sound of like yells coming from the dwarves.
I'll gain their attention. Do what damage you can, and I'll start running towards them.
Okay. You start running towards them. As you're running towards them, and you see, of course, Isolde has given your weapon a bit of energy or a bit of power. The guards that were up in the tower and a few people that have now climbed to the roofs of a couple of the cottages there that line the Lonely Wood, you can see like arrows volley over your head. And the arrows find a few targets, hit trees, plunge into the snow, and you see a few dwarves like drop as they like get hit in the shoulder and fly backwards, lifting their feet off the ground and slamming into the snow as they continue to charge towards you. All right. And at this point, since you are charging in and they are charging towards you, let's go ahead and get everybody to roll for initiative.
Do it.
Oh, what dice, what dice.
Hey guys, you should just know this is like
Oh,
the first
that
time
hurt.
that this has happened in a very long time for me, period. But I definitely just rolled in that one.
Oh no!
At least it's just initiative.
So
The real
that's
one
a
shot.
7 for me.
Loses a round of combat.
That's just an entire round of combat.
Jesus.
The rogue wants to loot the bodies.
Yeah, for sure,
I
of course.
rolled,
Loot the two guys that got trampled, for sure. Why not?
If it's any,
100%. Like if
I rolled-
if you hadn't stopped, if you had paused like for a split second longer, I would have been. Can I loot those bodies?
All right, Ray, what did you get for initiative? 7. Brad.
4.
4. Allie.
That does hurt.
15.
15. Trey.
I got a 2.
Oh man.
Y'all, are you fucking kidding me? A 2, 4, 7, and 15? 15 is the high?
Welcome back.
Oh, Petrosa, you like the roll cinematic? Yeah, we like to do things a little special here.
Well, you gotta tune into the main campaign.
Yeah, you definitely got to tune into the main campaign. We got intros, we have character roles, we have what? Outros, mid roll.
There's-
Yeah, check them all out on
There's so
YouTube.
much content on YouTube. Just go there and your mind will be blown.
All right. So, that being said, let me go ahead and roll for the horde.
Oof.
Uh,
Good knowing y'all.
hold on. I actually have dice.
Oh, that's all you need.
Yep.
Yeah, Petrosa, there's a playlist on our YouTube channel that has our main campaign, all like 20 episodes. So you can catch up if you want.
Okay, so hold on. Wasn't planning for this. Let's see. I wanted to use it though. An amazing dice rolling pad, by the way. Thanks to Die Hard Dice. Check this thing out.
Oh, you got the scroll.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go.
that is
that's
beautiful.
Amazing.
Isn't that fucking rad?
Yeah.
So it's a scroll
Wowzers.
casing. It's a scroll casing, and inside of each one of these scrolls,
It's a pouch.
you can put your dice in.
That's awesome.
So for the Duragar, we are definitely rolling copper with purple.
Okay, give me 1 second. My dog just did something.
Oh no.
That wasn't
not
ominous.
I imagine it's something he has to clean up after.
All
I
right.
agree with that statement.
It's okay. He rolled a fucking 4. We're good. All
Even
right.
though he's running first.
Yeah, I know, right? That's all right. His brain, for some reason, didn't get a boost in power whenever you guys got all magic girled out. Here we go. So, here we go. Let's roll for the horde. All right. And that is plus 13. Okay. So, Isolde, as the horde approaches, you see Brad lift his now magical weapon in the air and start to charge out towards them, this large, buffed-out red tiefling running towards this crew, or this gigantic army that's approaching you at this point. What do you do with your newfound abilities?
She has another epiphany. She's like, oh, I can make this. I can make this. And she reaches over to the bodies of the guards that got trampled and start just pulling bits of like metal and leather off of them. And she uses her tools to make this cannon that has these little peg legs on it, and it can travel around and fire force at people.
What?
That just happened. All right.
Yep. And as a bonus action, are any of the enemies
That's a pretty long range.
okay, I'm like, I don't see a range on this thing.
I think it's 120 feet, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. They're within 120 feet. So she's just gonna fix on the closest one to her and tell it to fire as it perches up on the walls.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That was
Oh.
fun.
Oh, it needs a little bit of work.
Back, baby.
It goes to fire, and as it goes to fire, it lets out like a thud, or like a ka-thunk, and like a bit of smoke starts to come out the top of it.
Well, she'll start working on it again.
Yep.
And that's her, or her, yeah, action, all that.
All right. So the turret turns on and then like immediately powers down. It's a strange contraption made of like ramshackle armor pieces, magic, and leather. So, yeah. Strangely enough, it didn't fire. Anyways, the horde begins to move. As it moves closer, Broly steps out front, essentially, and the horde moves about 25 feet closer. And the front line of them, which is about 10, so they're like 10, 10, 10, rows of 10, 3 rows of 10, and the front row of 10 gets down on their knees as the second row behind them pulls out large bows and begins to like loft big black arrows into the air. And Broly, I'm going to need you to dodge about 5 of these as they're going to go towards you, and then the rest is going to go towards the group behind you. So, Broly, that's going to be a natural 20 for the first roll.
Let's go.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge.
Natural 20 for the first roll.
Oh, I might have something.
Can you prevent natural 20s?
Nope. I have nothing.
Excellent. So natural 20 for the first roll. Second roll. Misses. Third roll. Misses. Fourth roll. Wow. Fifth roll. 18.
First one just knocked me out, and they all.
Yeah. 18 plus numbers. So, I'm assuming the second one hits as well. It's going to be
Yes,
plus
it
4.
is.
So it's 22. 22 to hit. Okay.
Indeed.
So the bows go out, and they draw, and they fire, and you see several arrows. Like you see the rain of arrows, and your rage in your eyes and your bloodlust for battle just tells you to push on, and suddenly an arrow pierces like directly into your fucking chest. And you take the hit and immediately duck behind the nearest tree as like several other arrows past you, and one lands directly in your calf.
Ouch.
And so those are going to be the 2 that hit. Damage. I can pull some more dice up for damage. Here we go. There we go. For damage, you are going to take 12 points of piercing damage for the first arrow.
Damn.
And 7 points of damage for the second arrow.
Woo! 19 damage.
I did. I nat 20'd on the first fucking roll. But it's okay. I missed the next 3. So
Somebody add an at 20 to chat, please.
all right. So with those arrows coming in and piercing, the rest are going to round up on the team. So first is going to be let me get your names on screen. First is going to be Laura. And that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then the second one is going to be at Laura again.
The dice just love you.
That's a 17.
That hits.
Okay. So you take 6 points of piercing.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my uncanny dodge on that.
You may.
I mean, I can see him.
Oh yeah, you see them. It takes a while for the arrows to even get to you, so you can see them like all coming towards you. And then the next one is going to hit Isold with a that is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
But it's only 4 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then the last one is going to hit. Hey, nice. We got a nice round robin. The next one's going to hit Galdrin.
Let's go.
And that will be a 15 to hit.
Hits.
All right. And then you take max damage, 8 points.
Oofa doofa.
These Duragar
Daddy.
aren't joking around. All right. The rain of arrows comes in, and the rest of the Duragar begin to run yet again. The back row moves up another 25 feet, and Broly, you peek around the tree, and there's now like a group of like 10 or so Duragar in front of you. And then they're probably a good 20 feet off from you at this point. Okay.
All right.
So next up, Laura.
Okay, so about how far away are they from me?
Laura, they're about 100 feet off. No, they're about 75 feet off.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, well,
So I'm about 50 feet from the party.
No, she was back there with the party. They moved 25 feet closer to you.
I want to run up and try to catch up with Broly,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll stop, pull out my short bow, and I will attack the closest one.
Okay. You move your full movement speed. They're about 25 feet off, and you're about 5 feet away from Broly.
Okay. That is something over 20. It's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And then this is not sneak attack because I am not close enough to use anything special, and none of my people are there. So that's so much damage. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my bonus action, I'm going to. Nope, never mind. I can't. Okay, I'm done.
All right, let's get some battle music in here.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Get that guitar playing.
Volcano music.
Oh, that battle music is so goddamn good.
So good.
All right, so the arrow goes through. 5 points of damage later. The arrow kind of strikes one of their armors, and he you see his arm kind of drop, and then 2 dwarves take his place in front of him.
Nice.
That's a makeshift for making our custom music for us.
Yes, he's amazing.
All right.
Those
So
sickies.
let's go with Brad. You're up next, Broly.
All right, behind the tree, I pull an arrow out of my chest, and then out of my calf, and that just pisses me off. So I rage.
Yes.
Broly rages.
Let's go.
I grip my axe so tight that my fingers are imprinted in the hilt. or
Does
in
your
the-
hair flash yellow?
No. And I'll kick off and start running straight towards them. I'll probably go to the left flank just a little bit, so I'm not running into a full group of them, and try to take on just a few by themselves.
Yeah.
And in my rage, I have 40 feet of movement, so I'll run right up to them.
Yeah, you have plenty of movement.
Take both my attacks.
Go for it.
That is +7 to hit DC. Holy shit! 18 to hit,
18. That hits.
and a 19 +7, 26 to hit,
That also hits somehow.
and a D12. Oh, I need to get a second D12 out. Oh, I have one. All right. Bro, I just rolled 2 12s.
Let's go.
Double 12s. Double 12s. Fuck yeah. All right. So Broly goes in
Jesus Christ.
to a rage. Broly goes into a fucking rage and starts rushing the group. And as he's rushing mid, directly at him, he cuts hard to the left, causing a bit of snow and dirt to pick up and fling in the air as he darts towards the left flank. And as he darts towards the left flank, he takes his axe high up into the air and jumps off one of the logs onto the ground and cuts one of the dwarves directly on its neck through half of its body. Shakes the dwarf off with one arm, grabs the axe again, and chops another one directly down on his chest, causing the dwarf to fall prone on his back in pain as he sputters blood in the air, and the other dwarves are caught completely aghast at the situation.
And I'll just let out this large growl at the others.
They look at this this horned devil that stands in front of them, bulging and rippling, with Durgar blood covering him.
Those are 18 damage apiece, by the way. And
Yeah,
then
they do.
I'll run up to the closest one to me at that point.
Yeah, and you're just cutting into their left flank at this point. All right, Trey, you're up.
Good old Galdrin.
Galdrin,
All
sorry.
right. No, you're fine. Galdrin is going to start walking up as far as he can go.
Mm-hmm.
Double.
Is there a nearby tree that I can just push up against?
Yeah, there's tons.
All right, I'll get up next to a tree if there's one closer to where Lura is.
Yeah,
I'll push my-
you guys have basically same amount of movement. You can move a little bit slower, but you're about 5 feet behind her.
Yeah, I'll push up against a tree and sort of peek out around and see the Duragar. These fucking Duragar.
Fucking Durgar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he spits on the ground and
Sure.
then comes around the corner and puts both of his hands out and is just trying to tap into something because he doesn't know what he can do yet. And then there's a flash of white blue light, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Excellent.
It's a 20-foot cube, and we can do it however you want to do this, Dan.
You can capture about half the group.
Okay.
So you can capture about 15 of those boys. Well, at this point, yeah, about 15.
Oh my
Alrighty.
gosh.
So
It's a
if
party.
you want to roll some deck saves, however you want to do those.
I'm just going to double it up. So 2 deck saves for
Okay.
it. For half the group. Half the group. One fails.
God
They both fail. So 15 people are fairy fired.
damn. All right.
Nice.
We have advantage on attacks on all 15 of those.
And they glow.
Yep.
What
So
they're
if you go invisible.
they're glowing like an icy blue.
Yeah, these like little, almost like some of the snowflakes just start to glow and flash and then coalesce on certain parts of their body where the frost gathers and it gives off this dull blue glow.
Excellent. In the dark night, it looks kind of like what behind me looks like.
Nice.
And Gowdrin's a little disappointed that that's all that happened, but
I don't think you should be disappointed. That's pretty awesome.
I made him glow.
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
That's
he doesn't
it?
know what's. He shakes off some of the frost that gathers at the edge of his hands and then goes back behind the tree.
Yeah. You look back at your hands, and when you do, you notice that the tips of your fingers have gone like black almost with frostbite.
God damn it!
All right.
All right, he's old.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Dwarf.
Hold on.
Is he missing a piece of his nose?
Hold on. I gotta loop the battle music. It went on to like Abel's theme.
That kept happening when I was doing it too.
All right. All right. Here we go. So yeah, that's a good one, Galdrin. Okay, and you moved up close, so you're about 30 feet away from them. The only one that's still about 75 feet away is Isolde, and it is now your turn again.
She closes the side of her machine, and then pulls out her or points her revolver into the crowd and uses it as a focus, aiming towards where the furry thing is. She is going. I'm sure this is in range. Pretty sure it is.
The
Yes.
furry thing's about 120 feet off, so.
Never mind. Just
Now you can close the gap. You can go another, your movement speed, so 30. So you can get up to 90 feet
okay.
if that puts him in
So-
range.
It doesn't, but she'll. The rest of everything is like 75 feet from her.
Okay. Yes, everything else is 75 feet. Well, at least the front
Okay.
row is.
Okay. So she's going to go forward, find a tree that she can kind of duck behind, just 5 feet from where she was standing, or 10 feet.
Okay.
I can math. I swear.
65 feet now.
She's gonna go 15 feet. 15 feet from where she was. And making sure not to get any of her other companions, she's going to cast Shatter in a 10-foot radius in the crowd of dwarves.
Okay. Go for it. What is
they
save?
need to make a Constitution save. DC 14.
Con save of 16.
Okay. Failed save. So they take half damage of 3d8. Which we totally have 3 plus an extra for my arcane focus.
3/8.
Nope.
That would be great. 3 ones?
So there are 2 ones.
Oh no, Allie.
Is the other one a 2?
The other one was a 6 and an 8. So it's still fine.
16.
So 16 damage. Yeah. I was like, what damage is? Yes. Okay.
And then half of that.
16, but half. So 8.
8 damage, yeah. Shatter goes off in the middle of the group of dwarves. almost as if stepping on a landmine. Snow and parts of like trees and stuff like that around them shatter into like pieces and like blow up, almost like a grenade goes off in the middle of them, causing the dwarves to like cover and get covered in shrapnel and damage from it. But they continue to charge.
Oh, and then as her bonus action, her cannon's gonna try to fire again.
Yeah, go for it.
Just at the closest one to it.
Mm-hmm.
You might have advantage.
You have advantage.
Okay, cool. Great, because the first one was a 4. So the highest roll was a 4.
Oh my god!
Christ.
Allie!
What happened? We're in combat.
She's not Olanu
Don't
though.
anymore.
This is a
Does a
different
10
character.
hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay.
It starts
gonna look.
it starts fucking firing at them like a machine gun, like shooting at them. You see like leaves and branches and stuff like that falling, and as a matter of fact, Galdrin and Laura are just getting like obliterated with like shrapnel of trees and snow and stuff like that are starting to fall on them as this gun is just rapidly firing out towards you all without like any worry about what it's actually hitting.
She kind of shoots at a dirty look.
You look back at her as he's all, and she's just like, I don't know.
That's it.
All right. You see another volley of arrows starting to come up over the ridge from the townspeople as they let loose another volley. The arrows will pierce into the group. Fucking nat 1, really?
Hey.
They'll pierce into the group and they'll take out like 2 more dwarves. Unfortunately, like the dwarves are ready this time, and you see them turn their backs and cover their heads, and the arrows start to ricochet off of their armor. All right. The Horde. It is now their turn. The Horde turns their eyes to the raging barbarian in front of them, and the people that are charging towards them in this situation that kind of took them by surprise. Broly. That is a 22 to hit. That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And an 8.
Miss.
So only 3 Duragard decide that it's a good idea to take down the person who just chopped 2 of their friends in half. One of them getting like a glancing blow off as you like palm his fucking face and shove him into the snow. But the other ones, while you palm him and shove his face in the snow and try to like bury him and crush his skull, the other 2 come down with their large war picks on top of you.
Oof.
And we'll deal. Where's my other? There it is. One will deal 7 points of piercing down to 3. And the other one will deal 5 points of piercing down to 2. For a total of 5 points of damage. The other dwarves, on the other hand, decide it's a better idea to continue their charge into Lonelywood as they charge through. 3 of them are going to attempt to attack. Let's see. 3 of them are going to attempt to attack. The closest is Laura. 3 of them are going to attack Laura first. That is 11. That is 17.
Hits.
And that is 7. So 1 hit for 7 points of piercing. As they start charging past, you see that 3 of them spot you as they run past, but the rest of them continue on their path towards Lonelywood. One of them swings their pick around the tree and like almost hooks it into your stomach.
So they are running past me, as in I can take opportunity attacks.
The three that ran to you are there fighting you, but the whole group of them are running past you. So it's not like running like right by you. They're like running around you and avoiding you.
Perfect.
And then there's going to be another group that is attacking. That is going to be Galdrin. Seems to be the next closest. No, just kidding. Yeah, no, Galdrin for sure.
That's me.
Galdrin, 3 attacks on you. That is only a 10. That is an 18. And that is a 22.
Cool. On the second one, I'll use my reaction to do a warding flare, which will give it disadvantage.
Sure. Disadvantage, that is an... Ooh, that's a 22 now, so...
Yep.
Still hits.
So as they attack, I just put my hands up, and some of the frost is on my beard, it just glows and lets out a flash of light, but it still hits me.
Blinded, one is only able to do minimum damage for a 3.
Hey.
And the other one strikes true with a 9.
Hey.
All right.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
My smites are 2nd level.
The rest of the crew continues on towards Isolde, and they close in even closer. So, Ray, there is currently 3 on top of you. There is currently 3 on top of Brad, 3 on top of Trey, and Allie. They are moving in. They are currently now only 20 feet away from you.
Cool. What about big furry thing?
Big furry thing is now going to move up as well. Big furry thing is now 50. No. Yes, now 50 feet away.
Fuck.
Can we see it?
50 feet. Yeah, absolutely. So, as you guys are fighting, and you now are surrounded by these 3 dwarves that are just wailing on you or trying to kill you with these pickaxes, you look off into the distance as you hear a loud crunch of like trees and falling timber, and suddenly as you look, a gigantic mammoth roars down and stomps on the ground and continues to charge towards you as it knocks 2 or 3 trees out of its way, even knocking like 2 or 3 dwarves that were carrying it, lifting them up into the air and impaling them on its horns.
Right.
All right.
Great.
So that is 3 on you, 3 on you. Rage 20 feet, Allie. You have Allie. There is going to be about 5 times about 15 people coming your direction.
Not great.
So there are 3, and then Allie's got about 15. And of course the the mammoth is closest to Brad right now. Brad, currently it is only about 30 feet away from you.
Mistakes were made.
All right, so it's about 30 feet away from Brad, about 50 feet away from Allie, and that is where the mammoth is. Everybody else is obviously fighting who you are fighting. Everybody good? Understand what's going on currently? Yeah. All right, excellent. So all 3 of you get your targets, or all the targets get 3, and then that is going to be their turn. So next up is Laura.
Character sheet just went away. That's fun. Which is fine. I know what I was gonna do. Are any of the 3 surrounding me the fairy fired 3? Are they the glowing 3?
Yeah. Matter of fact, the all the glowies are the ones you guys are fighting.
Perfect. I love when I have advantage.
Is that a Duragar slur?
The glowies. I will say this though, that what I forgot to mention on their turn is Allie, as the 15 begin to charge your direction.
Oh shit.
No.
They begin to yell, and their footsteps get bigger and bigger and bigger, and now they are like the size of half the trees that they are trying to go through.
God
These
damn it.
Duergar grow twice in size, and they are pushing trees aside now.
Lovely.
Currently, the ones are too preoccupied to grow in front of our other players, but Allie, you are face down with about 15 giants heading your way.
You can take
If
care of those,
human
right?
ears could slump, hers would be.
Sure.
Well,
Like
Sure.
Simba.
All right, Laura.
Stampede.
I want to take out my, and I want to try and stab one of them, one of the three. We'll just say one. Like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Okay, yeah,
That's a natural 20.
that's what I like to hear.
Oh.
26. And since I have advantage, that means I get my sneak attack.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
natural 20 sneak attack.
You and Brad overkill.
Try.
Magic dice.
Okay.
Keepers.
That was almost good as Grimly's double nat 20, double tens.
That was pretty sick.
That is 35 points of piercing damage.
35 points of piercing damage. Which weapon was this, by the way? Because you cut out right as
My
it was
rapier.
the rapier.
Sorry,
Okay.
my rapier.
Yeah, no problem.
Because a ranged weapon would be.
So you, the dagger on your hip is the only weapon that you see upon your body, as your pickaxe was left on the ground as you charged in. But you look down and you grab your dagger, ready to defend yourself with this dagger, and as you hold it in your hand, it forms into a rapier, and you hold it in your hand and you shove it behind you in the tree. And as one of the Duergar was trying to like reach around with its axe or not its axe, its pick, and like bury it into your chest, you take your rapier and slowly just jab it right into his fucking forehead.
Jesus Christ.
Just like pull it out, fling it off, and square off at the next with the next one.
Sounds good.
But that's my turn.
All right. The other Duergar kind of look a little intimidated now. All right. Next up, Broly. It seems most of the group has run away from you, but 3 have decided that it's a good idea to attack you.
Oh, yeah.
One of them you have currently buried in the snow with your hand as he's like suffocating.
Yeah, I'll step on his face as I bury my axe into the next one
Okay.
for hitting me with their pickaxe. So first attack, it's 11. Oh, wait, I rolled a d12. Oops. That is a 20, dirty.
11
Okay,
would have been
hits.
high.
And second attack, oh shit, that's just a 10, so that misses. So first attack does 6 plus 4 plus 2 from rage is 12 plus 1 for the magic weapon.
Oh, it's
13 damage.
3 from rage at level 5.
Oh, 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 1. 14 damage.
14 points of damage. The axe. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So the axe strikes true onto one of the dwarves, but they've all like literally begin to dogpile on top of you. 2 of them are currently on your arms trying to hold down your killing machines that are currently chopping these dwarves down. They're like trying to like hold you. But during this time, the one that is currently buried on the ground, you take your axe and swing one of the dwarves with your arm, but you still swing the axe down on top of him, burying it into his spine.
Now my second attack was missed, but was it fairy fired? Do I get advantage or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
All these guys are
then-
fairy fired.
Okay, so that's a 19 plus 7. It's 26 to hit.
That hits.
for another 6, so another 14 damage.
Another 14 damage. So the one that you swung with, gets flung off of your arm as you swing him, and as he gets flung off your arm, he does one of those like sideways, like through the air, kind of flying through the air thing, and his spine hits a tree and like bends around the tree.
Oh god.
And then in my rage, after killing those 2, I'm going to bonus action frenzy attack.
Oh, excellent. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm fucking berserked right now.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 12 plus 7's 19 to hit.
Hits.
That fair fire, man.
With a 12.
Oh my god. Yes.
So
I love
that
it.
one's dead too.
I love it. So the last
Fuck
one,
yeah.
the last one is currently like on your other arm trying to keep it down. And since you've like tossed one off to the side, chopped one on the spine, this one you just reach back behind you, grab his like helmet from behind and rip and fling him over yourself. And he lands down in the snow on his like back in front of you. And you take your foot and smash it into his face and crush his skull below your foot.
At this point, I will start running towards the party.
All right, you start running towards the party. That means you
40
get,
feet.
yeah, you can get past Laura. You can get past Galdrin even.
Let's get to Laura.
Okay, yeah, you can run up to Laura. She's currently being kind of tag teamed by two dwarves, like on one side on the other. You know what I mean? Kind of like to get advantage, like tactical advantage kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll flank whichever one I can.
Sure. Yeah, you can get behind one, no problem. All right. What a turn! What a turn! What a turn! Trey.
I gotta be honest here. I just remembered that I took damage while I was concentrating on fairy fire. Would you like me to roll some concentration check?
Go for it.
Okay, I don't remember what the damage was.
Roll above a 10, and then roll your last one with disadvantage.
Okay. That is exactly a 10.
Okay, that's fine.
How many am I rolling? 3?
How many hits did you take?
2.
You took 2, I think, right?
I rolled this one with disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 7.
Okay, so fairy fire disappears after Broly does his thing. That way we're
Sorry, Dan.
all good about it. No, it's no fine. It's fine. No problem. It's fine. Words. I don't know what else going with. No, it's no fine.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go for it, Galdrin.
Seeing 15 Durgar run past us and then grow in size, ignites a fire in Galdrin, and he'll stick both his hands out and just yell no again. And he's going to try and tap into whatever Levistus is. And he's going to cast Fireball in large Durgar. Because he's a light cleric.
Let's go.
Look, here's the deal. I didn't look over your character sheets entirely. I barely had time to look at your names, so definitely wasn't expecting that. That's fun.
Fireball.
Go.
All right, 15 people.
If I can get 15, it's a 20-foot radius. And they're all large.
If they're all running together, though, you could easily get like.
I just rolled the dice 4 times, and 2 of them were natural 20s. What the fuck?
Hey.
We need to stop that.
Yep. There are 3 successes and 1 failures, meaning that 1/4 of the group doesn't save, but the rest do.
Got it. I've never rolled this much dice.
Feels good, doesn't
So
it?
much fun.
That's not
So
true,
much fun.
actually. I'm a DM.
He does it all the
not
time when he kills his
great.
players.
Not great at all.
Uh-oh.
Sorcerer Empower.
Oh, terrible. 20?
Oh,
Reduced to 10 for whoever
bad.
you did.
I mean,
not the best. All right, but it's okay.
good.
1/4 of the
That's not
group.
Fireball, but it's not terrible.
Yep. 1/4 of the group seems to be affected worse than the others, meaning
Four.
probably a good 4 of them. Yeah, about 4 of them take a hefty chunk of damage, but the rest of them seem to shrug it off as the billowing flame finally comes to a halt and smoke begins to rise above them. You see that they continue to pace forward and run. The 3 next to you are bewildered at the fact that you just let loose a fucking nuke behind them.
Oh, I think that's all I got. I think so. Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so that
This where I
is straight.
die.
Yeah. Isolde,
Okay.
you got 15 giants coming at you. They are currently about 20 feet away from you,
Awesome.
and the rest of the group is behind them. You see a huge fireball go off in the middle of their group, leaving a bit of them singed.
And I'm about 50 feet from the big furry thing.
50 feet from the big furry thing.
Okay. But 15 feet from the other. So I'm gonna back up. yep, I'm gonna back up.
All right,
30
finally,
feet.
someone with sense.
I'm gonna back up 30 feet.
All right, 30 feet it is.
For this.
All right, so you are currently 50 feet away from the Durgar and 80 feet away from the...
And I'm going to, seeing that it's immediate danger, I'm going to try to do the same thing I just did again. Because
Shatter?
that was cool.
Yep.
So yeah, shatter.
Unfortunately, with their size increase, you're only going to hit about 2 of them at most.
Well, 2 of them at most.
Yep.
Okay.
If it's a 10-foot radius, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
10-foot radius, 20 feet. Yeah, you're looking at about 2 at most. You could probably... No, you could probably get 4 if you center it, like, correctly. Yeah, you can get 4 of them if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Alright. That's a
This
list.
is the 4 that took the full fireball damage.
That'd be nice.
You look for the most singed.
Yes. Alright, so she'll center it on that group of people. They have to make a con save. DC 15.
Oh,
Fail. Save. Fail. Fail. 3 fail, 1 save.
Hey.
Okay, and again, this is through her gun.
Yep.
She's using the cast it. Oh, much better. So 21 points of damage, of force damage. And then her little turret is going to attempt again. He's trying so hard. Is going to aim for one of the ones that she hasn't hit.
Go for it.
So she doesn't have advantage. Great. Okay, so
Yeah, no advantage.
it's a 12 hit.
No.
Okay, it's trying.
It's doing it. It's doing it. All right. So the shatter, the way it happens is you point your left arm out with your hand just ending in the revolver at the end of your fingertips, basically. You point it at the group, and it sends out like this large blast wave of sound, and it like throws your arm back, causing it to like slam into like a tree behind you. Some bark like falling off the tree. The sound hits, and when it does, it literally like crushes them from like you can see their rib cage like fall inside, and they just crumple to the ground.
There's this like mix of like and yay on her face.
Yeah, for sure. All right. You did your thing. You did your thing. You did your thing. All right. So it looks like it's the Horde's turn. Broly, you've taken care of your 3, so they are no longer there.
Is the town still firing on these fucking things?
They are.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yep.
Okay.
The ones on Laura, there are currently 2 on you. They are going to make attacks, both at advantage. With advantage, that is a 20, dirty.
Okay, that hits.
The second one is only a 13.
Misses.
All right. So with one of the pickaxes, 8 points of damage.
Do I see it? Or is it the one behind me that hit me?
No, we'll say that you are actively defending against both of them.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my reaction to have that with my uncanny dodge.
Okay, so down to 4.
Ray is a rogue expert.
Seriously. Seriously.
She's one of the only rogues that doesn't ask, do I get advantage here, or do I get what is it? Sneak attack? Because she just knows. She's like, okay, that's a sneak attack, so that'll be this.
Yep. The swashbuckler is a bit different, but I'm nah. That's
All right, let's see. So those are going to attack Laura, and then the next ones are going to attack Galdrin. You got 3 surrounding you currently.
Oh, me. Sorry.
Yep, that's you.
I forgot I was playing a character named the Galdrin.
Yep. First attack is going to be a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
Next one is going to be a 13 to hit.
Just misses.
And that is a natural 1. So, 1 hit.
Can I use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the first hit?
You may. That is a natural 2. They all miss.
Oh,
Nice.
So,
a flash of
Yeah.
light that sort of gleams off the frosted edges of his armor.
they all go to attack, and you deflect a couple of the hits, but the last one you see coming straight for you, and your beard and armor flash with that light, causing the Duragar to like burn back from it as the light burns their retinas. All right, and then last but not least, the group that was chasing after Allie, Isolde, they start charging you as well.
Oh no!
And they are in plenty of distance towards getting to you. The only issue is, hold on. Sorry, I heard something outside. I was wondering if the kids were here. So they start charging you, and as they charge you, you like are preparing yourself with like, you know, your gun in your hand, just like they're coming, and they're coming fast, and suddenly to your side, 3 people on your right and 3 people on your left. It looks like some of the town militia has charged up at this point and pulled their short swords out and prepared to fight with you.
Those poor people.
They charge in, and the Duragar and the townspeople start to fight. Two of the townspeople go down as the Duragar bury their pickaxes into one of their skulls, and the other one like uses it as like a tripping hazard and trips them up, and as they land on the ground, dig the pick into its chest. And then the last one, ducking underneath the blow, takes its short sword and buries it up into like the sternum of the Duragar, causing the sword to pierce up through his throat, and he drops the giant.
Nice.
The other 3. Oh, fuck. 3 Duragar just demolish the townsfolk. So half the Duragar remain, essentially, that were charging you, as 4 Duragar died to the shatter. So that's 11 down to 9 down. Okay, so there are currently 9 left. And that means that those 3 attacked, those 3 attacked. So you're looking at 5 rounds of attacks. No, I lied. You were looking at 3 rounds of attacks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 rounds of attacks, Allie. From these giant Duragar. Alright, and let's get their stats. Alright. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is a natural 20.
Oh no!
Okay. No. No.
No! Get
No.
out of here!
Oh god, I'm dying. I'm dying.
That's 2 natural 20s.
Jesus. Okay.
It's
a hit.
We got a cleric.
Plus 2 natural 20s.
What was the
We
lowest
have a mammoth.
roll that you had made?
The last to hit?
What were the rolls that you made to hit other than the natural 20s? Sorry.
Oh, shoot. I think it was like 17 or something.
I think it was 17 or
Is it-
18.
Oh no, I thought. Okay.
He's had 2 20s and 1 other roll so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one hit. I think, I don't know if I said it out loud, but it was a 17.
Okay. She used a shield on that one.
Okay, cool. So as the first like blow comes, you put up your arm like this to just like, you know, defensively go, you know, to try and cover your face, and suddenly an ice shield, an ice formed shield comes up over your arm, and the war pick slams into it, shattering it into a bunch of pieces around you. And as it shatters into a bunch of pieces, 2 giant war picks pierce into you almost like in an X fashion at the same time.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
All right, and that is going to be, wow. All right, hold on. Let me get more dice. 1, 2, 3.
These roll all ones. That'd be amazing.
I'll try my best. All right, here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20. For 21 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Oh.
You standing?
Yeah. Barely.
Jeez.
All right, so for 21 points of piercing damage, they slam into you with the giant pickaxes, or their war picks, and they like remove it from your body, causing you to start to like bleed out from those areas, and you like have to cover up like hard. And as you're like covering up where it was bleeding, ice begins to slowly form over the wound.
It's convenient. Built in, what is that stuff called again? Quick Claw.
Mm-hmm. All right, so those were those. Now, Broly, as you are chillaxing next to Laura's targets and helping to try and defend them, the sounds of stomping feet behind you get closer and closer and closer until finally you turn around and all but 5 feet away is a charging mammoth.
Shit.
And so this is going to be a it's with Cortex at the same time. So it's going to be, oh my god. All right, here we go. That's going to be only a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
It's
Okay. So I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
easy.
Give advantage.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that is 16.
16 fails.
Fuck. I rolled a 12. Oh wait, saving throw.
Yeah, you're proficient.
19.
19 succeeds.
You motherfucker.
Yes. I looked at my check, not my saving throw.
It's still a good amount of damage. So you end up taking from the gore alone.
Oh God.
24 points of piercing damage, down to 12.
Oh, thank God. I was like, please tell me that's not already halved. Okay.
24 piercing damage down to 12. And what was going to knock you down and trample over you, the gore strikes into your belly. And as he's like trying to like just shove you down, you grab onto it, dig your feet in, and start to like get pushed like 10 feet until finally the mammoth comes to a stop and like jumps up into the air and slams its feet down on the ground, staring at you.
All right.
All right. Isolde. You've been attacked. Pretty badly. You see that the militia is going down around you.
Yep.
What are you doing?
She kind of curls into a ball, and then out from her emits a thunder wave.
Excellent. What's the save on that?
Saving them, it is 14 con. Unfortunately, everything is con, which I'm pretty sure they're high in.
Yeah, they would be if I didn't roll horribly. They all fail, all three of them.
Yes! Awesome.
Yay.
So
We can skip.
Wait. Yeah, did you
So,
skip?
yes.
I attacked with the horde.
Skip. Yeah, Assault isn't Assault.
Oh, the horde is I keep thinking the horde is at the top of the round. Sorry. No, Allie's at the top of the round. Then it's the horde. Now we go on to everybody else. My apologies.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
You're right. Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Okay, I'm going to turn to the one that I would get advantage. Wait, do I still get advantage from flanking John?
No, you actually wouldn't. Because that mammoth has, like, kind of put Broly into a whole, whole different thing.
I tried.
Okay. It's okay.
This thing's gonna kill me.
Not if you kill it first.
Ooh, this is a dumb idea, but it's probably what she would do, especially given what was said to her, like how she felt when she got her magic girl transformation. She's gonna try. She's going to try and hit the one that would be. And that is a natural 20.
What the fuck? Every
Which
roll
one?
is a natural 20 for her.
No. I mean, yeah, sure. What?
Yeah, which one are you hitting, by the way? You got you kind of cut out. I mean, it doesn't matter, obviously,
The one that
but
is closest to the mammoth.
okay. The one that Broly was.
The one that would
Yeah.
be there. Yeah. So that.
What are you attacking with?
Of piercing damage, the rapier.
Okay. 15 points piercing.
Points of piercing damage.
Okay. It pierces. Yeah, he's still alive. You pierce right through his stomach.
Okay. Would I do this? How tall is a woolly mammoth?
Tall, probably about anywhere between 10 to 15 feet high.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. Not really. Tell me if I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to run towards the mammoth. I realize I'm gonna provoke opportunity from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to climb. I want to like jump and scale the back of the mammoth
Sure.
to get on top of it.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, attacks of opportunity, real quick.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Misses.
That's a 19.
Hits.
That is 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
Are you still up? So we're good to go with the rest of it?
I am
Okay.
still up. Let's go.
You're gonna start climbing the mammoth. I need you to make a dexterity, acrobatics. We'll go acrobatics.
I was like, I don't know that word. It's two of them rolled together. Okay. Come on, me. Let's do this.
Come on, me.
That's a 19.
19. All right. So, you
13 plus.
you grab the creature's fur, but it seems to be preoccupied with Broly kind of almost holding off the horns that are trying to pierce into him. And as he fights Broly, you climb up its thick, matted fur that is like extremely coarse, almost rope-like. And you begin to climb up the creature's back until you're finally mounted on its back, standing on its back, kind of like holding your feet up in your arms and surfing this creature, trying not to fall off.
Great.
All right. Sounds good. Then we lead back over to Broly.
All right. Just so I can refresh my memory, there's 2 Durgar to my right-ish area from that were attacking her, and then there's still 3 on
Galdrin.
Still 3 on you, and then like 9.
Brilliant. Yeah.
All right, Broly is going to try to push this horn away from his stomach, and does that give me advantage on attacks on it because she climbed, or probably not, right? Not flanking.
You just go reckless.
It's more along the lines of her getting more of an advantage than you are. Like, you mean because she's on top of the creature. I wouldn't say that it's focusing on anything but you.
Yeah, I don't have reckless attacks, Dre.
It is a second level. All barbarians.
All barbarians get reckless.
It's not on my sheet. What the hell?
Is it under trait?
Oh, it is. That's weird that it's not on my actions. Okay.
Well, it doesn't take an action to do so. You can just call it out.
All right. Oh, that's dangerous with what's going on around me.
Yeah.
One shot.
Pushes off the horn. Pushes off the horn.
Yeah, one shot.
Okay.
We gotta be true to our characters, Dan.
And I'll push off the horn, and I'll take a direct strike at the Durgar to my right's head.
Oh, so you're going after the Durgar. Okay. Go for it. There's one that's injured and one that's not, by the way.
Reckless. No,
Okay.
I didn't call it out before I rolled. The first one's a 5.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about it 5 seconds ago.
I know, but
You're good. So if you want to reckless, you can.
Okay.
But they will have advantage on you.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Let's find out if I kill it first. That's 9 plus 2 from rage.
3.
So 11 plus 3 from rage, so 12 plus 1 from the magic weapon.
13 points. So yeah, are you hitting the? I'm assuming you're hitting the one that was already hurt from her attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the one that was injured from her attack, is currently like holding his stomach, and then you come in with a slash, chopping him right at his throat that is currently unguarded, and he covers his throat and falls to the ground.
After slashing through that one, I'll barrel roll to my right, still staying next to the mammoth, and take an attack at the next Durgar.
Okay.
That is 14 to hit.
14 actually does not hit the Durgar. So with advantage, unfortunately, still doesn't hit. And the Durgar ducks under the blow, and the axe cleaves through the tree that was right next to the Durgar.
Gonna have to frenzy attack it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take another swing at him. That's 18. All right, 18 plus 7 is 25.
That'll hit.
For a lot of damage. 11. I need to do the math of the additions and just remember.
I think it's
to add
just
that
plus
number.
4, right? 3 for rage, 1 for the weapon.
And then 4 for strength.
Plus 4 for strength.
Okay, so plus 8. There you go. So anything
8.
plus 8.
So 19 damage.
19 points of damage. So I'll say, for the sake of brevity, this guy with not too much more HP than that, and the situation at hand and being a one-shot, you chop this one in half.
Yes.
I'll take it. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just
He
try to
actually,
get away from those horns.
what happened is you swung the axe, but in your frenzy and your recklessness and your rage and everything like that, you swing your axe and you spin to win. You continue in a roundabout circle as it goes through the tree and come back and slice like horizontally through the Durgar.
Let's go.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'll just stay on this fucking mammoth, I guess.
Okay. Good turn, Trey. Galdrin is up.
All right. Oh God. Okay. So Galdrin is going to try and speak to whatever entity is partially giving him whatever this power is, and he's gonna say, "You better protect me and my friends." And then he's gonna channel divinity to use Radiance of the Dawn. Every hostile creature within 30 feet
Okay.
needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so that's going to include all 3 of the ones on you and the 9 that are still alive attacking Allie.
The mammoth?
Does that include the mammoth?
Mammoth? Yeah, the mammoth is actually closer than the Durgar were. So yeah, we'll say it includes everybody that is still currently living.
God damn. I didn't realize it was that big of a radius.
Yeah, you guys aren't too far apart now that everybody is converged. All right. So that is going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people inside of it, or creatures inside of it. And it needs to be a con save. What was it?
Yes. Yes, sir. Concept.
Okay. Con save. Con save. Fail. Succeed. 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 Fail. So that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 people fail and 10 people succeed.
All right.
One of them that did fail was the mammoth.
Got it. So everyone, well, not great. It's not too bad. Everyone that failed takes 12 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
and then half to whoever succeeded.
Okay, so 126. All right. And then 12 points of damage to everybody else. I'm glad I made this so easy on myself by giving me an entire army to deal with on a one-shot.
I knew as soon as I had area of effect stuff, I was like, oh, this is going to be rough for Dan.
12 for everybody else. And the ones around you, you still haven't hit them, have you?
Nope.
This is the first hit on them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 12 on those guys, and then 6, you said, to those who saved?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got everything now.
And then, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, and then as a bonus action, as part of that same burst of blue, I guess infernal light, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Yes!
And heal all my homies.
All right.
Allie.
It's not much, but it's something.
Go for it.
Hey, not bad. 7
6,
to everyone,
7.
including myself.
Oh,
7 HP back. That's the
I'll
first
go ahead
time
and heal.
I've seen anybody use Mass Healing Word in game, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
And I'm going to, if there's any way for me to break away from these 3, and I'll provoke opportunity attacks. That's fine. I'm gonna try and get within. I'm gonna try and get closer to the 9 enlarged ones.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'm planning.
Okay.
I'm planning a burning hand, so I want to position myself to get close enough to get as many people within the burning hands as I can. I know they're large, so it's not going to be a lot of them.
Yep. Let's see. So that is 1 succeed, 1 fail. Does a 15 or I'm sorry. Does a does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 hits, 1 fail or 1 miss. 1 hit is 9 points of damage.
Oof.
Oh my god, and 1's 10.
Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
All right.
It's a good thing you healed.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
All right.
I'm not sorry, it's a one shot. Shut up. Alright. You are close enough and positioning yourself.
Yes, sir, and that's all I got.
Sounds good. We move up to the top. Isolde.
Again, she's gonna kind of curl into a little ball, and she kind of feels like tension well up within her, and she kind of pushes her arms out, and a thunder wave goes out all around her. So everything within a 15-foot cube needs to make a Con 14 saving throw. And hopefully you have as terrible luck as you had before. Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, 2 still fail, 1 succeeds.
All right. So the ones that fail take all 2 D8 of damage and get pushed 10 feet away. And the others take half and don't get pushed.
Okay, go for it.
Oof. God, I miss being a sorcerer. Okay, 3. That's 4 points of damage.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the opening, she is going to try to get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay, one of them is still on top of you, but you got it.
Mm-hmm.
That is dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
Luckily, you get away pretty unscathed. That is 10 points piercing.
How you looking?
10 points of health.
Not bad.
Okay. And then her little friend's gonna try again. At the one that did not get hit. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Finally.
Please do two points of damage.
I know.
Rolls a 1.
Two
He does 2d8 force damage.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see it.
They also get pushed back 5 feet.
So he does 4. I need more. D8. Ooh. 13 points of
Nice.
damage.
Not bad.
And he gets pushed back 5 feet.
13. Okay, nice, very nice. Hell, that nearly takes him out. Nearly, just that alone.
Jill looks at it stunned, like, okay.
It's shooting randomly into the woods, causing like branches and snow and stuff like that to burst. And then finally, one of them, like pings one of the skulls of the Duragar, as he like covers his head.
That is the first time I have rolled a natural 20 on an attack
Oh my gosh.
in any of our
Session
campaigns.
or ever.
No way.
Really?
You haven't hit a single natural 20 on an attack?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh,
That's got-
golly.
And it's in a one shot.
What?
And it's in a one shot.
No way. That can't. Dude, Allie, Olanu has kicked ass. I could have sworn she made like
No,
natural 20s.
never a crit on a hit.
That's insane. Okay.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Isolde.
We have 56 for the campaign.
Well, count one for Allie now.
Yeah.
All right, so the attack goes off, nearly kills him, but unfortunately not enough just yet to take him down. The rest of them struggling. Anything else, Isolde?
She's a little shocked and proud of her little
Sure.
mechanic or machine, but that's about it.
Yeah. By this time, you're running past it.
Oh yeah.
Because from
I
originally where you had
focused,
built it,
like 30 feet away. Yeah.
goldfish face swap. Damn it, Hoopla! I'm gonna have to give you your points back. I don't have my face swap software downloaded yet. I'll either that or I'll specifically give you a face swap next time I'm on stream.
Just go get
But-
a piece of paper and draw a goldfish on it and just put it over your face.
Hold on. I don't have enough time. I was gonna take one of the goldfish icons or whatever that were on our Discord and put it up there. It's like way too much time. All right. So let's see. That was Allie. Next up, the Horde. Okay.
Horde.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more Horde left near Laura and Broly. Galdrin, you still have 3 close to you, enough to chase after you.
Within running distance.
Yep. Let's see. So they're gonna run after you make attacks. First one's a miss. Second one's a natural 20.
I will use my reaction to impose disadvantage. That's
From a
funny.
natural 20 to a 3.
Nice.
And the last roll, you managed to dodge all 3 blows.
Let's go. The Vistus is protecting me.
The blindness. You could see like their skin is beginning to like boil from all the flashes that have gone off around them. All right, so they suck. The one town's guardman that had survived out of 6, the one town's guardman that has survived is holding his short sword. He is already like covered in blood and like panting, sweating. He has like, you know, like a few pieces of hair, like sweat hair kind of like floating in front of his face. And he's just like, come at me. And then he just starts charging after like 3 or 4 of the giant, Duragar. I can't do it now because my camera doesn't focus, but that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Out of here. How
He-
about I roll as well as everybody else?
He runs up to the Duragar and just fucking shoves that sword unexpectedly into a piece of armor that had like lifted up during its movement and finds a vital spot within the creature, causing it to trip up and fall onto the ground. And as it's onto the ground, they begin to like wrestle, but he gets up on top of the Duragar and takes his sword and plunges it down into his face. All right, Guard is the real hero here.
Truly.
Now, that guard has gone. The rest of the horde is going to go now against said guard real quick. One fails. Two fails. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. 3 of them go after him. And as 3 of them start to go after him, he begins to like defend them off, like kind of roll around, trying to dodge attacks. He eventually lands on his back. He's like rolling in the snow, dodging 3 attacks, until eventually 3 of them surround him, place their arms on or hands on his arms, and place like 1 foot on his legs, causing him to like T-pose out into the snow. And they just start charging off in different directions.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh my god.
And rip him asunder.
Which way does his spine go? Left or right?
North. And the spine went north. It's quite a gruesome scene, but unfortunately, one on 4 was not in his favor. The rest of them, all 5 of them, facing towards Ali and now Galdrin. You see a few of them pull out arrows from the bows that they had, and they have some sort of mechanism at the tip where the bow kind of meets the arrowhead, and they flick it. And when they flick it, flint lights, and the arrows light a fire, and they let them loose into the city.
God damn.
Landing onto roofs and the watchtower, as the air has caused this area to be extremely dry. The wood lights up pretty easily, and the town begins to catch fire. The 3 that are on Galdrin that miss, they look to be trying to grow in size. They are beginning to grow in size. Not yet fully, but you see them attempting to. All right. That is the horde's turn, but the mammoth is still here, and the mammoth is raging, like trying to swing its head back and forth. And there is both Broly and Laura in its sights. Laura on top, and let's see, Broly, since you are directly in front of it, it's going to try to make a gore attack at you again. That is only a 12 to hit.
Miss. Let's go.
Nice.
Woo. Wait, you have
That's
advantage.
the first time they've missed.
Oh, I have advantage.
Oh.
Reckless. Here we go. Dirty 20.
It's
Dirty 20. All right. So with that dirty 20, you're looking at 6, 12, 26 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Down to 13.
Okay.
It is raging at this point, swinging wildly and lifting its feet off the ground and slamming them. And it is attempting to get like a better position on you as it stomps forward and circles you the other direction. This whole time, you are just getting beaten between its horns, and finally one finds purchase like in your rib cage and gets stuck before it hits any vital organs. All right. We move on. Laura, You are on top of this creature that is rampaging and moving around. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on top of this creature.
I already had the dice in my hand.
Go for
I
it.
knew. It is an 18. Nope, that's wrong. Because it's not +3, it's +6. So that is a 21.
21. You're able to hold on. You like had to drop to your knees and like grab on tight as it started to reel up and then start, you know, of course, rampaging around until it finally finds purchase inside of Brad's chest cavity, essentially, and slows it down for a little bit as it tries to like dig into Broly. And now you have your chance.
All right. Would you say that this is a sneak attack?
I would say this is enough of a sneak attack.
He's within 5 feet, and it's
Currently occupied.
Currently paying attention to somebody else. All right, to hit, I think that's going to be a 21. But let me double check my math. Yes, with my rapier, that is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Cool. Let me see. Okay, that is 20 points of piercing damage.
20
Nice.
points? Very nice.
God
To the
damn.
mammoth.
All right. The rapier digs deep into its back as you find purchase.
And just in case, I feed it for next time. And as bonus action, I'm going to give myself advantage on my next turn because I did not move this with steady aim.
Very cool. All right. Sounds good.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Excellent. Broly. Mammoth horn in your chest. What are you doing?
Holding on to the horn that's in my chest, I'm going to push that out again. And I'm going to take a large swing right at its face where the horns meet the tusks meet the mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Out of here.
Yeah, so I'll roll the damage on that first.
Okay.
3 and 2, so 5 plus 8, 13 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pump searing smite into it, which is 2d6 for 6 more damage, and it ignites in flames.
That sucks.
All right. It ignites in flames, doing how much on its turn?
6 damage if it fails. Wait. 2d6 damage every time it fails a con save. If it passes its con save, the fire goes out.
On its turn or now?
On its turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Second attack at the same horn. I'm trying to hack this fucking thing off.
Yeah.
That is 17 to hit.
17 hits.
12 damage.
For another 12 damage. Okay.
And frenzy attack. This is gonna miss. 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Yes. For another 17 damage.
Whoa.
God damn.
All right. It takes a large chunk of damage. With all that frenzy attack and everything that's going on, you're like having to hold like your arm like almost like in a chokehold around one of the tusks, and you're just starting to hack with one arm this gigantic axe, hack and hack and hack until you can take your arm and twist, and you break the tusk off of the mammoth, causing it to squeal out in pain.
Jesus Christ.
And I will roll to the left away from that tusk. His second tusk. And that'll end my turn.
Got it. Galdrin.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do, y'all.
You're kind of sandwiched.
Yep. Now, what's your character's name, Allie?
Isolde.
Isolde, that's right. You're super far from you now, right? You ran like your full speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
should've
is
thought about that
she is
after the
currently 55 feet.
She is old.
Okay, well, I can't do that. Oh boy, that's rough. That's rough. I may need a second here. Okay.
And those 3 Durgard next to you were about to grow, is what Dan said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna count on something, and it's not gonna work out for me, but that's all right. It's a one shot. I'm gonna use an action to cast Toll the Dead, which is a cantrip, on one of these 3.
Yep.
Which is a Wisdom saving throw.
To fail.
Does a fail? Oh, come on. That's 2d12. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh no.
So that's 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Oh.
Okay.
Sanctuary. I'm going to start... You idiot. I'm going to start running towards Isolde.
All right. So yeah, you can get 25 feet closer, putting you about 30 feet off. And you're gonna take a lot of opportunities about
That's
now.
all right. They'll all fail their wisdom saves, and none of them can attack me.
That's what it is. All right. So let's see.
Yeah, I'll pull my healing kit out and just start.
All right, here we go. First one, wisdom save. Here we go.
Yep.
That's a 17 plus numbers.
That succeeds.
Okay. Let's see. The word of creature attack or cast a spell. Okay, so yeah. So it's each time. So, all right, first one hits. He has not grown just yet, so he'll just use regular damage. So that's 7.
Okay.
Second wisdom. That is a 12.
That fails.
Third wisdom. Also a 12.
That fails.
And then you're going to take one from one big guy.
That's all right.
Another 12. 3 12s in a
That's
row.
what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right. Now, the thing is, all these people can just come and catch up to me again.
One shot, one shot, one shot.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, sounds good.
I'm like unraveling some bandages and stuff, and I'm just running towards this old.
Isolde, you're up.
She places her other hand on her chest. This one has a gun in it. And she casts Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
Wait,
had
if
Cure
I
Wounds
do
this
that,
whole time?
would I also get the additional D8 for my arcane focus?
No.
Because that might be cool. Everyone's like, oh my god! I'm like, oh, that feels so much better. Anyway, I think it specifies attacks. So that is a whole 5 points of healing to me.
Excellent.
And then my turret is going to try not to disappoint me again.
Okay, let's see it.
And she's going to have it attack the biggest one closest to Goldrin.
Okay.
Save me. No.
The biggest disappointment.
No.
It sputters and kind of slumps a little bit and kind of looks at me like, I don't know what to do.
God damn it.
As it rolls a natural 1.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's just firing wildly again.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have done something entirely different, but that's all right. It was cool.
All right, let's go with the Horde now. We'll start with the Mammoth. So the Mammoth digging into Broly currently with Laura clinging onto its back. The Mammoth will attempt to shake Laura off first.
Figured.
So Laura, go ahead and roll. No, it's going to do two things in one right here. It's just going to fall over on its side and try to roll on top of you. So I got, yeah, so go ahead and roll me your dex save real quick to try and get out of the way of that.
19.
Okay, so it was unfortunately unable to get you in it, but it gets you off of it as it rolls over onto its side and back and then kind of lifts itself back up. It will take its movement to begin charging towards the rest of the group. You guys can both take attacks of opportunity.
Attack?
Yep.
Cool.
It has lost a horn. Yeah, okay. It has lost a horn to Broly, so it is charging the rest of the group now.
I got a natural 20 for that hit. with
Sure,
the
of course you
rapier.
did. Why wouldn't you? And then let's hear Broly. Broly, is it your natural 20 as well?
No, it's a 12.
Okay, it's 12 actually misses. So go ahead and roll damage on your attack, Laura.
There's no sneak attack here because it's a reaction. That is.
I don't know if that's true.
Do I get sneak attack?
On
I
reactions?
don't think I do. I don't think I do. Yeah, it's once per turn. So technically, I've already used it in my turn.
On your turn.
Yeah, but it's not your turn.
True. So I guess it's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to Dan, ultimately.
Because it is a new round.
And it's running
Are
away.
you doing some Google foo?
Uh-huh.
You should.
Because I want to know. I want to know.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but that's up to you.
Yes, it's one per turn, not once per round, but considering any attack made outside your turn is going to burn your reaction, your hard cap is sneak attack twice per full round. There you go. You can sneak attack twice per round.
Nice.
Wow.
So that's a sneak attack. We'll take that out, so I don't reroll those. That is going
Kill
to
it,
be,
kill it.
I mean, I don't know, but maybe.
Did you miss your rules lawyering, Dan?
Yeah, I missed all that.
33
33?
piercing damage.
33?
33.
Mhm.
3.
3 is fine.
Okay. You pierce it right in its like hindquarters, and it seems to be it hit a nerve or something as it screams out in pain, and it begins to kind of like jaunt away, and as it does, it's limping on that leg.
I'm sure glad I didn't make a druid because I don't know how to feel about this.
All right. It is still alive though.
Did you do a opportunity attack, Brad?
He did.
Yes.
He missed.
Gotcha.
Come on, Brad.
It makes it up to where Galdrin is, but it is not able to attack.
Okay, good.
And now we go with the rest of the horde. The rest of the horde, the 3 Duragar that are in front of Galdrin, grow in size. The rest of the horde, they continue their barrage on the city. A few of them shoot off arrows, but most of them are going to continue to try and charge in. At this point, you begin to hear more rumble and yells from beyond where you guys are even fighting. And just beyond the hills, you see another large infantry of Duragar heading up over the hillside.
Motherfucker.
Oh no.
Cool.
Another
We're not
40 to 60 Duragar heading up over this hillside.
We're not supposed to win.
That was never the plan, Brad.
As you guys
This is
realize
amazing.
your situation, you start to kind of doubt whether or not this is a winnable thing. is this
Yeah.
winnable? What am I even doing here? You start to begin to question. And as you do, you hear a voice inside of your heads. Fight. Fight on. And you will be mine forever.
Well, fuck you, no. And yeah, she says that out loud.
Yeah, you can say that as much as you want. Say it out loud that's fine. You have free will still. And the horde is coming for you. And as the horde begins to come towards you,
Coming for you.
the
You
rest
want to
of
go like to Bryn Shander or something?
you start
Like anywhere else, I'm not attached to this place. It was shit pay anyway.
you guys start to like decimate the rest of the Duragar. You feel like bolstered. You feel more powerful, even somewhat healed up from your combat. Just a bit. And as you're fighting, you finish off a few of the Duragar. Some of you take mortal blows. Actually, let's go ahead and roll on that. We'll have two of you guys perish right now.
Oh
shit.
The two lowest
I love
rolls.
this, man.
Roll a
Can I just
d20.
say,
Roll
I
a
love this so
d20,
much.
See
and
you
the
guys
two
later.
All right,
lowest rolls.
here we go. Can I roll? Can I roll in chat? Is that all right?
If
Oh
you
yeah,
want, yeah.
she's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, she's gone.
I don't know.
Okay, poker face, ladies and gentlemen, poker face. At the same time, I want you all to write what you
my
rolled
God.
in chat.
You saw
Oh
what I
my
rolled.
God, Trey! What in the
What?
You
fuck?
want us,
Yeah, at the same time.
in chat?
No. At the same time, write what you write it out what you rolled, and then at the same time hit enter. Okay. So
Okay.
on 1, 2, 3, go. On go, hit enter, and we'll see who else dies besides Trey.
God damn it.
Ready?
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, Broly!
No.
We all rolled like shit.
I was about to say you're all shit rolls. All right. So,
I rolled a fucking 1.
unfortunately, during the fight to save Lonelywood, both Broly and Galdrin end up falling to the Duragar. Isolde and Laura, you kind of retreat back into the city, fighting off this this mammoth that has made its way in, who is at this point trampled a couple houses, leveling them to the ground. But fortunately for you all, you finish it off and destroy it. Looking around, you see Galdrin lying in a pool of his own blood, surrounded by two Duragar as they continue to wail into his corpse. Broly has been literally just covered with arrows, almost Boromir style, as he continues to try and fight off like 2 or 3 Duragar who are trying to surround him. He is like on his knees on one arm trying to swing his axe over his head until finally an arrow finds purchase in a vital organ, sends him unconscious, dead to the ground. And as you guys fight, the rest of the Duragar begin to come up over the hillside. But the Duragar are not the thing that frightens you the most. In the next moment, the sounds of their yells of war are muffled by the sound of a strange, loud, mechanical-like roar coming up over the horizon And as you look over the Lonely Wood, you can see off far in the distance a glowing, molten dragon of some sort that opens its mouth wide and lets loose a laser-like fiery blow to the ground below it. And it begins to move in your direction towards Lonelywood. And that's what will end today's thing.
God damn it, Dan.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great. Hey, Dan, there's an unrelated, just a question. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah, go for it.
The dragon wouldn't happen to have flown over Termalaine, would it have?
You currently see it flying in from Kelvin's cairn.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. So, on that note, if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed today's one-shot. Were they meant to lose? Yes. Were they meant to win as much as they can? Yes, also. So, they did great. And I think you kind of get an idea of what is going on behind the scenes while the rest of their actual adventurers are making their way back to 10 Towns. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, we will pick up maybe next week, maybe, but more likely the week after with our return to Icewind Dale. So we'll see you guys then.
Yes.
And y'all, keep being your best selves. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. All right. So everybody else on Twitch, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. That was a lot of fun.
Oh God.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, it wasn't.
Bring us back.
I know. I'm right back in it.
Sorry, it was not like as in depth and well thought out as it could have been.
No, it was great.
Ah, you're great.
It was great.
It's all theater of their mind kind of stuff too.
We did that in what, an hour and a half?
Ford came over.
About 2 hours, yeah.
Trey was
Man.
like, "Oh, we're not supposed to win."
Oh, we're not supposed to win.
Hey, clerics are fun. I've never played a cleric before.
Well,
They're awesome.
I'm glad you guys. Toasty Wood will be their new name, says Hoopla.
Oh God.
Man. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. You know, as always, I really enjoyed running it. I'm glad to finally be able to get back into it. You know, even if it is just a one-shot, it's just nice to actually be able to play again. It's been a hell of a long 2 months, like really long 2 months with nothing to do outside of play on my phone. So it's super nice to be able to come and hang out with you guys again. I cannot wait to actually start full-time streaming as well. So on top of D&D, you guys are going to get a lot of video game content, maybe some IRL stuff, you know, all kinds of stuff. You can expect a lot more content on YouTube as well. So even stuff outside of streaming. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned. Thanks. Thank you, Jolly. I appreciate it. It's nice to be back. And for my team, for you guys showing up each and every week. So thank you guys for being here. And that is loud. Sorry. I opened up Twitch while talking. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it and sticking with us, even though we went on a hiatus. I hope you guys have been enjoying the summer campaign. That will be coming to a close here soon. So you know, look forward to seeing what Seth has in store for our lovely seafaring adventurers. Yeah. And so, yeah, a lot of stuff coming down the line, though. A lot of stuff. So I'm super happy to be back and super glad to, I don't know, just finally get back in the chair and see you guys and talk to you guys and hang out again. So thanks for joining us for another week. And guys,
We love you.
I hope that you guys are prepared to take on Icewind Dale again, get back in that mindset.
I miss just hitting things.
This one shot was a brilliant idea.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Like I said, I only had like 45 minutes to write it all up, so
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you were like, give me like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's taking a write a one shot right now? Get out of here with that.
It just sets like the
Oh,
tone
the
for the
stakes.
next half of this campaign, like
Shows
so
you
well.
what's at stake, even on a closer level.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, because
Oh my God.
honestly, you're not gonna get this on like in the actual campaign. You're not gonna see what the actual like stuff that's going down. Well, you will eventually, but it's not gonna be like you won't be on the ground level of like what happened while you weren't there kind of thing. So that's gonna be super cool.
Oh my god.
fucking cool.
All right, so you guys, would you rather us raid King Argaroth or the Gents? You let me know.
The gents.
King
Gents?
Argaroth, because he just got his
He did.
affiliate partner.
He did
Oh,
get
he
partnered.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a partner.
He got partnered. You guys want to do King?
Yeah, so he doesn't need us.
He doesn't need us. That is true. That is true. No, let's go show him some love. I went and showed Fraz some love earlier, so let's go ahead and show King some love. Guys, again, I can't tell you how much it is or how nice it is to finally get back into it, and so thank you very much for being here. But we are gonna go raid as always. Keep being your best selves, and let's all go show King some love. And we'll see you next week, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, King Argaroth. That should work.
Oh, the stream's gonna be so much better with you at the head of it instead of me trying to do everything.
Dude, it's no cakewalk, is it? It's fucking hard.
I don't know how you DM and do all this stuff.
Yeah, DMing and do that.
I'm a player and I can't even focus on what's happening.
Dude, I would give anything to have somebody else run the whole stream while I just sit there and actually just DM.
That would be cool.
All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And let me make sure to end